everybody here probably has dozens of customers that are very happy with, satisfied with the service. Getting those people to post
Yes.
something about that is the biggest challenge. Are there any mechanisms or tools or ways that you could, please go set up a Yelp account, and you gotta go in, you gotta set up an account, da-da-da-da-da, that's a pretty high hurdle.
Yeah, so I created a postcard,
Okay.
and everybody walking in who didn't look like they hated me was handed a postcard. And the postcard, really simple, the steps on how to go to Yelp. Did you enjoy your visit today? Dr. Cochran's new practice, she'd really appreciate your comments. And they'd go and they'd put it up, because as in my subspecialty, which part of it is this plastics cosmetic round, we got all these lectures about bad Yelp and be scared of Yelp. And so I went to this one lecture, it was called Know How to Dilute Your Yelp. Make your happy customers happy Yelpers. So I give out this postcard. Anytime I get a bad Yelp, I make sure it puts more up, but you can easily do it. And it's not very hard, and it goes through the steps. And it's not.
And people do.
And people
What you're
do.
saying is they do.
People do it.
Without,
Well, and also,
without incentives, like
Say something
$10
about
off,
that,
or
yeah.
do you give them incentives to do
No.
that?
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. I think
Because
that's,
that
Give
leads
the
to
script?
nope, no.
And they-
You tell what to say.
Well, I think, so I know that practice that Kim has done, and I think that's phenomenal. And I think you could distill that to the first rule here for referrals, which is ask,
Yeah.
right? You're not gonna get anywhere if you don't ask. So she's done a terrific job of asking. Then she's taken it to the next step, which is formalize that. So now she has a card, and it goes in the packet, and it goes out to the person at the right time. There's another part though, so we just, you can check this out at fanminder.com. If you go to our website and you click on Y Mobile, there's a Y Mobile tab, so fanminder.com. At the
Fan what?
Fanminder, FANMINDER.com. And there's a Y Mobile tab, and click on that tab, and down the side, down the left-hand side, you'll see Fanminder Fanatics, and you'll see what partners are saying or something like that. There's 2 links. And what we did is we just asked our people who resell Fanminder, and we asked our customers for testimonials. I badgered them actually, no. And then I asked them for photos of themselves. And they sent photos, and they sent testimonials, and I posted that all to our website. So the next strategy is, it doesn't have to just be on Yelp. That's great, and if you can do it, that's the best thing to do, because the search engines are gonna find that, and the new customers are gonna see that. But don't ignore the fact that you already have a website, you already have a Facebook page, and you can take existing customers completely under your control and post that to your own properties. And then back to the CPA gentleman over there, when these people come and search and they hit your website, now it's not a bunch of marketing copy drivel, right? This is what other people are saying about your business.
I have that on my website. If you go to my website, it says the Yelps that I've had. I didn't even know I was being Yelped. It started a couple of years ago. And actually, my ex-husband said, "You're being Yelped. It's all good." But I have a couple of friends that are worried about being Yelped, like if they get negative Yelp. And I feel like if you have enough 10 good ones and 1 bad one, especially in my business, you're always going to get a few psychos. It's true, right? Some people are just never happy, and I feel that you have enough good ones, they're going to, smart people of Silicon Valley are going to see through that. The other thing I wanted to say about Facebook is it's helped me stay in touch with my clients that move away for a year or 2 to go live in another country. I have 2 clients that moved to France for the year. And so we just write on Facebook, so when they come back, I'm like, I have your appointment waiting, hurry home, So that's been great too, to do that.
So Nicole mentioned something there about open to criticism. Is there anybody here who's afraid or think they're going to be criticized more than they anticipate by having a Yelp page or being Yelp?
I think what's kind of interesting that I find with Yelp is that the criteria for grading people is very, there's no rule or regulation to it. So, you may have someone that comes in and has a good experience, yet it's only a 3-star rating or a 4-star rating. Or you may have somebody that comes in and has, maybe not a great experience, but it's not a horrible experience. Maybe someone forgot to put a pickle on the plate for them. You get a 1-star rating. So it's how do you, for me, it's how do you manage Yelp? And I certainly heard what Kim said about soliciting your good, solid, happy clients and getting them to grade you. But I guess that's a challenge that I find with Yelp is, there's no criteria for, everybody's criteria is different, it's on Yelp.
So two quick thoughts on that, really quick. One is, get used to it.
Yeah.
Ain't shit you can do about that. And by the way, Kim's suggestion is the best one. Dilute bad Yelp is the best idea out there.
No, we've done customer surveys over the year. My favorite was one of my partner's mothers rated us a 3 out of 5.
Oh.
I said, Ray, your mother gave us a 3. And he said, for her, that was good.
Actually, I don't know how many people know that you can actually respond to bad criticism on Yelp. So there was this horror story for anybody that reads Inc. magazine about some business owner that went crazy on a customer. Very, very bad thing to do. But you can respond, and you know, it's the old saying, turn lemons into lemonade, right? You can't help the fact that you got a bad review, but usually you can turn a bad customer into maybe even a very happy customer just by showing you care.
And just to respond to that, well, that's exactly how we've had to manage
Awesome.
our Yelp.
Great.
And you can post public comment for everybody to see, or private comment. And, you know, in some cases, public comment's been appropriate, you know, maybe to apologize for the experience or to correct a misunderstanding. And private comment has been great because we've been able to invite customers that may not have been satisfied back and comp them or explain something to them or provide something to them. And it is the perfect analogy to make lemonade out of lemons. So that's another, I think, good feature to how to manage your Yelp comments.
So that's fantastic. We've got 2 strategies about using Yelp in terms of encouraging your clients, customers, patients to use Yelp to give you reviews, and then manage it by, well, giving them the postcard to give a review, so you dilute the negative, and then managing it actively on Yelp.
Oh, sorry, I'll give one more. I can't help it. One day I was helping Kim out and I Googled reviews for ophthalmologists or something like that. There were 30 websites that take reviews for ophthalmologists. So what I would suggest that you guys do is do the same thing. In your industry, whether it's CPA or wellness or I know caring.com, you know, for elderly, there's a lot of websites that are specific to your business, and you'd be surprised how many ways your business could be reviewed. And I would definitely encourage you to look at all of them and try to do whatever you can.
How did you find them? You just,
What did you do?
Google CPA reviews, right? There'll be 20 magazines, there'll be 4,000 bloggers, there'll be a lot of different ways that you can get reviewed.
okay.
The other thing that's been really helpful is I had published, you know, in regular medical sort of journal stuff and had really discounted all the stuff on the web as being silly and something I didn't want to be part of. And I got, again, I went to a lecture and they talked about the importance of being a web presence. So now anytime I'm solicited to participate in writing for a blog or writing for some online source, I'm all there. Real Self asked me to be, I'm there. Because what you want to be is you want to be letting people know what you are expert in, what you're good at, what your opinions, and not turn it down. So don't, you know, this whole concept of, you know, first it wasn't safe to use credit cards on the web, and then it wasn't safe to actually publish on the web. I think you gotta just embrace it. It's there, it's real. You know, Real Self is one of the sites that people go to hear information about, medical information. So it'd be better for them to be getting the right stuff instead of stuff that's, you know, wrong or misleading. So I think you gotta just go with the flow. This stuff's here.